So it's currently about um 4:20 p.m. It's Wednesday afternoon. Um I'm about to go for a quick walk. This morning around 10 something a.m. I'm not too sure what time it was. But when I went to the bathroom just to use the bathroom, brush my teeth, and gonna take a shower. Actually, I was gonna take a shower, but while I was standing there using the bathroom, um, out of nowhere, I just had the verticals. I had a vertical spell again, just like I had yesterday. I'm not too sure what triggered me to have it. Maybe when I got off my bed, I got up to I didn't when I woke up, I didn't sit on the side of my bed like I should. I just got up, and sometimes when you get up off your bed from laying down, then you just get up and you get dizzy. But when I was just using the bathroom, I don't know, I just felt like I was doing this, like my surrounding was like slowly spinning. My head felt strange. I just felt uncomfortable in my own skin. A couple of times I feel like I was just gonna black out. Like my vision was like acting up. Um, I gotta stop saying but I think I say it over and over. And some words I always say over and over when I get my mind can't focus on what I'm trying to say. But what I feel was the vertigo, the off balance, the sink into the floor sensation. However, it didn't feel like how it felt before. I felt like my upper body, a part of my upper body up to my chest, felt like felt like I was ducking down. I was ducking down, like a turtle popping his head back in the shell, his or her head back in the shell. That's what I felt like. I felt like I shrunk like a foot or two, but my foot didn't feel like it was going down the ground, which is something I never felt. At least I don't remember feeling this way, because normally when I feel that sinking sensation, I'll feel like my foot and my whole body was going down the ground. But this time I just felt like part of my body was like sinking into my midsection, and my midsection was going down to my lower body around my knee. And then I start freaking out for a little bit. But when I was looking in the mirror, I didn't feel detached or anything. I just feel like a little woozy in my head. My head started feeling like so strange. Like even right now, I keep getting these bumps like the same spot on my head every time. And when I wear my hat, like I put my hat on, it feels like my hat is squeezing it, and it hurts. These bumps, they come and go. I don't know if I'm like squashing it, I'm picking on it. That's why I wear a hat. So when I wear a hat, I'm not like touching it so much. I'm not scratching my my scalp, my hair, and my skin. Sometimes you start seeing me scratch my hat. So I rather scratch my hat like this than scratch my skin. But I still have a habit of doing this all the time. I'm still biting my gum like this. Those are like habits I pick up ever since I started having anxiety. Before I would never do that. I would only scratch my nose if my nose was itchy and stuff, but I never had these random habits of like touching random parts of my face. Does get annoying, but I'm not gonna really let that get to me. But I was actually surprised I managed to stay in the bathroom and not run out. I did have a panic I did have like a couple panic attacks, my first few panic attacks. Anyways, I'm going for a walk right now. See, I'm starting to feel like a vertical spell coming right now. So I'm just at my local elementary school. I don't think I'm gonna be able to walk too far today. So what I was talking about earlier about, my having a panic attack when I was in the bathroom this morning. I was just standing there using the bathroom. Then I feel all that sensation, and then I start having these thoughts pop up in my mind. And those thoughts were you know, am I gonna pass out here? You know, and I just said if I said to myself, if I pass out, I pass out. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, I can only control, or just control what I can control, and you know, and I didn't pass out, even though it feels like you're gonna pass out. You know, with anxiety, you feel like anytime you feel dizzy, you feel, you know, you think you're gonna pass out. Your chest, you have chest pain, you're gonna think you have a heart attack. You feel numb, tingling in your brain or something, you feel like you think you're gonna have a stroke. Stuff like that. You know, pins and needles. Sometimes when I'm laying down, I have a bad habit of like laying down on one side, and then I have when I'm sleeping, I have my hands under I sleep like this, like, you know, my hands under my head, and then when I wake up, my hands will be numb, and then I have to remind myself it's because I slept on my hand. You know, if I don't remind myself, I'm gonna start thinking, oh no, I'm having a stroke or something. You know, and like I mentioned, my second oldest brother passed away over 2 years ago when he had a couple of strokes. So, you know, every time I have a symptom of a sensation of stroke, and I automatically think of my brother, and I think, what if it happens to me? You know, and I think part of my anxiety is coming from, you know, losing my brother. Even though I didn't have anxiety until panic attacks until like a year and a half after he passed away, but I'm slowly wondering, is it because, you know, I was thinking about it too much when I hear my parents talk about him? Then it just slowly, you know, I slowly start thinking about him more often. You know, I don't know if that's what happened, but sometimes I tell my parents, when you talk about him, try not to talk about him like too much, because it just starts bringing me, I just start thinking about him. Starting to have brain fog, so I'm just gonna head back home. I can't really focus on what I'm trying to say right now. I'm also feeling a little woozy in my mind. Anyway, so I'm home now. So what I was gonna say about my dizziness, when I was in the bathroom this morning, I was having all these sensations, but while I was having them, I looked in the mirror and told myself, that I'll be fine.